Today we're talking about a man who died more than 2,400 years ago, yet still has something urgent to say to every young person listening right now. His name was Socrates. And no, he wasn't some distant marble statue. He was a real man who walked the streets of Athens, barefoot, asking questions that made powerful people extremely uncomfortable. So who exactly was he? Socrates lived in ancient Athens, roughly from 470 to 399 BC. He was a stonemason by trade, the son of a sculptor and a midwife. He never wrote a single book. Almost everything we know about him comes from his students, especially Plato. He spent his days in the marketplace, the gymnasium, and private homes, stopping people and asking him simple-sounding questions. What is justice? What is courage? What is the good life? And then he would keep asking, and asking, until the person realized they didn't actually know what they thought they knew. That technique is still called the Socratic method today. It's the foundation of critical thinking, of good teaching, of science, of law, of almost every serious conversation that tries to get closer to the truth. That's why he's famous. He is widely considered the father of Western philosophy. Not because he had all the answers, but because he insisted that we examine our own lives. His most famous line is still quoted everywhere: "The unexamined life is not worth living." He also believed that no one does wrong willingly, that people only do harmful things out of ignorance. And he lived that belief right up to the end. In 399 BC, the people of Athens put him on trial. The charges: corrupting the youth, and not believing in the city's gods. He could have fled. He could have begged for mercy. Instead, he stood in court and basically told the jury, "If the price of living among you is that I stop asking hard questions, then I choose death." They sentenced him to drink hemlock. He did it calmly, talking with his friends until the poison took effect. That moment, a man choosing truth over comfort, principle over popularity, has echoed for centuries. Now, why should you, a young person in 2026, care about a barefoot Greek who died 2.5 millennia ago? Because the world you live in is drowning in noise, opinions, and confident answers that haven't been examined. Social media rewards certainty. Algorithms reward outrage. Peers reward going along. Socrates would look at all of that and ask one quiet, dangerous question: are you sure that's true? Young people are told constantly to find their passion, build their brand, chase success. Socrates would interrupt and say, first, find out who you actually are. Because if you never examine your life, someone else will write it for you. So next time you're scrolling, or arguing, or feeling pressure to pretend you have it all figured out, remember the old man in Athens. He didn't leave behind a fortune. He didn't leave behind a kingdom. He left behind a way of thinking. A way of living that still asks the hardest, most necessary question of all: am I living an examined life? That's it for today's story on Like and Hurt. Stories of forgotten heroes. If this made you pause for even 10 seconds, then Socrates already did his job.